G'day everyone, James Greenshields from Resilient Leaders Foundation and Bailey joining me today. Hey, this is a message for all you healers, your mates, partners, carers out there who have any relationship with anyone who might be going through something. If you don't understand this concept, then you'll be very quickly taking it on yourself and hurting. What am I talking about? The difference between being an empath and being a sympath. Now, lots of people don't quite understand empathy. Empathy is the ability to actually understand what another person is feeling. You have these things called mirror neurons in the front of your brain, and they keep reaching out and testing how people are feeling. If you know how to use them in a broader construct of your awareness, then what actually happens is you get a good understanding. Okay, that person's feeling angry right now, or that person's not angry. Actually, below the anger, I can feel the sadness or this fear. So I don't engage the anger, I can see what they're actually feeling. The issue is most of us haven't been taught emotional intimacy 101 at high school, how not to get emotional hijack. Wouldn't that be an awesome lesson? But so our level of understanding emotions will often be quite surface level. Now, it's not a slide on anyone. It takes a person to go deeper into our understanding of our own self to do that. Now, healers will often, be in that role, or carers, etc. But if you want a great example, look at the nursing profession. There's so many nurses become compassionately fatigued. And compassion fatigue is a huge indicator that you're a sympath, not an empath. Other things, you become resentful about being of service and helping people out. You become really tired and keep being drained, emotionally drained. Then you're going into sympathy with the person, not empathy. If you just want to just let it all go, also gaining weight. If your physical health and your self-nurture as a carer or a healer or a mate or partner that's got a person going through trouble, if you're not looking after yourself, then your resilience will go down. Your ability to just be an empath as opposed to a sympath will also crumble, and you'll take it on. There's incredible evidence demonstrating what's called secondary traumatization, or the taking on of depression or trauma from supporting someone who's going through a lot of stuff. The reason why Kirsty didn't have that happen to her when she was supporting me through post-traumatic stress is she became an empath, not a sympath. She acknowledged the anger that I had and said, that's my anger, it doesn't belong here, can help you release it if you want in an appropriate way, but it's got to be appropriate. So she didn't buy into my story or my drama and take it on as her own. And so often sympaths do that. If you get involved in a conversation which spirals down and you feel their emotion, then you're being a sympath, not an empath. An empath will acknowledge the emotion that the person's going through, and they will respond appropriately. When someone's in anger, the appropriate response is not more anger. It's not to get involved emotionally with that person and go, no, this is not right, yeah, let's go and do something about it. It's actually, the appropriate response with anger is actually compassion. Compassion to sit there and acknowledge and understand where the person's coming from. Remember, anger as an emotion is all about change. So it's a huge thing to take on board. Sadness, the person doesn't need you who's really going through sadness. The person doesn't need you to go through more sadness with them. They need love. They need held space. That's what they need. And fear doesn't need more fear. Or shame, more shame. These things need compassion and understanding. And at times, logic to come into fear as well, to bring it across and actually bring it from fear into excitement, which will so often actually happen when we've been conditioned so much to experience fear, when a lot of us are actually wanting to experience or actually experiencing excitement because of that. Fear and excitement live in the same part of your body. You already know this because of butterflies in your stomach. Same thing, fear and excitement. So the big thing is take care of yourself if you're looking after someone else. Become an empath, not a sympath. Empaths empower other people and at the same time nurture ourselves. Sympaths will so often go down a really hard road and take that really on, weather the storm. They'll have to build resilience. Remember, resilience requires an adversary. So don't make that other person your adversary with your own health. I trust that's been of benefit from Bailey and from me. Much love to you both. Uru.